What's up, y'all? This your boy DC with emix.com. Welcome to the channel and welcome to the Emix podcast. But before we dive into the next episode, if you make any kind of music and you plan on putting it out the right way, then you know the importance of getting your music properly mixed and mastered. And that's what we do here at emix.com. We make it super easy. Just upload your sessions and our mix engineers here will get it mixed to industry standards. And we have plans starting as low as $39.99 a month. So I'll leave you that link in the description below so you can click on it and get started today. All right, y'all. Let's dive into this episode. Peace. Yo, this is your boy DC.
And I'm Zach.
And we got Benny. The big homie. Who Framed Benny? What up, though?
Hey, what's up, dude?
What's going on, guys?
Welcome to the podcast, dude.
Yo, Benny.
Appreciate you.
We still don't know who will want to frame you, bro. You a good guy. Who will want to frame you, bro?
We gotta find him.
That's the question. That's the question of the hour.
Yeah. Hey, you know, Tom Ford framed me for right now. I don't know if you can see it. A little drippage. A little drippage for the people who are watching on YouTube. If you listening to it on the podcast, just use your imagination. But we got Who Framed Benny in the house, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm a little tired, but I'm making it. Feeling blessed.
Feel you on
Yes,
that,
sir.
man. Well,
Yes, sir.
let's
Go
jump
ahead,
right
Zach.
into it, dude. So tell us who you are, how you got into music, and how you got to where you are today.
Okay, so I'm Benny. I got into music probably like 2013, Chief Keef era. Really started, that's when music kind of, I started liking more trap drums, started, Lex Luger, 808 Mafia type era. So I started, just playing on FL Studio, playing with the FL Studio demo. Then
Another check on the FL Studio.
Right. FL,
Yeah, man, nice.
Shout out all the Fruity Loops users. So I learned, start learning how to get all the kits and stuff to FL, and then I just started playing around with it. And ever since then, I just, just been on it.
Hell yeah, man. So you're still on FL now?
Yeah, I'm on FL. I know how to use a couple different things, Logic, a little bit of Ableton, but for most part, FL.
Nice. What do you do in like Logic and Ableton?
Logic and Ableton, I really just like they sounds more just for a melody. So if anything, I'll just come up with a little quick melody on Logic or something. But at the end of the day, I still take it back, throw it in FL, add some drums on there.
So you like to almost like use DAWs for, like one for like melody, another one for drums, and kind of combine it all in FL?
Yeah, so really, I use FL pretty much all the time, but I like the stock sounds in Logic or Ableton.
Yeah.
So I just might grab a melody just from there just because it's easier to use their sounds.
Hell yeah. Dude, we were talking about that in a past episode. Like Logic has beast sounds, dude. Like they are so clear.
They are.
What type of instruments do you use?
My go-to is the strings. I love the strings. Strings and the piano.
On Logic, right?
Yeah, I love the Logic piano. Like that's easy on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ableton. See, Zach is an Ableton guy. I'm a Logic guy. So we got all three right here. FL, Logic, and Ableton. If you ever have any questions about Ableton, Zach got you, bro.
Okay, let's get ready to say, because I definitely need to learn Ableton. Ableton is fire though. I don't sleep on it.
Dude, I just like it because the workflow, man, just like creating quick loops and then just building that out into a song is so much easier to just, I don't know, just the session view and then converting into the arrangement view is so easy. But
it's crazy. I was just watching somebody work on Ableton literally last week, and it's that loop thing. I was mind blown by that.
Yeah, it's great. It's quick too, because like you can create different scenes and then you can jump right into the next one, and it doesn't skip a beat like at all. Like it'll just pick up from where it left off, but in a smooth way. So It's super tight.
Okay,
So
so I'm going to hit you up there.
hell
Well,
yeah, dude.
FL. I mean, Logic has that now too, though. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, true.
No, Logic, no, it's now Logic. I give on Logic. I tell you, I come up with definitely a piano melody. I come up with it like real quick, just cause of the loop effect. Now FL is the only one that I can't do that with, but FL drums. I mean, you can easily make some good drums on FL. So that's
So
why.
so tell us about that a little bit. So do you sound design your own drums, or do you do like sampling?
I do the sample. I just get whatever drums is in the kit. Only thing I might do is add a little mix to it. I might, boost it or just level it out. But other
Mm.
than that, I'm just grabbing it straight from a kit.
So
So what about FL? Zach was probably about to ask you this, but what
yeah.
about FL makes the drums so easy for you to use in that versus any other DAW?
I think it's just it's something with that. So the piano roll for me, like on the other DAWs, I don't know why I just can't grasp the piano roll like that. It's like even just me clicking it in, it just feels weird. But on FL, it's just I don't know if it feels right. You just click it in there, and then on top of this, I know how to navigate through it easy. Like I started off using it, so I just kind of went away from that. But
Oh yeah.
I'm still learning FL to this day. Like that's why I love it because I still learn something new on there every day.
So tell me a little bit more about like just like the workflow, because tell me if I'm wrong or not, but with FL they have the piano roll, right? And you can load each sound into one of those keys, and then you can kind of draw them out in a pattern over each other so you can see a pattern, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, you can do it like that.
Okay,
So,
cool.
but what I'm doing, so I'm at the point now. I done kind of taught myself to play just a little bit. If you keep playing with the keys, you'll eventually pick up on something. So I'm
Yeah.
at the point to now where I record it into the piano roll. Like let's say I mess up a little bit. Now it's just you open the piano roll and you see exactly where you messed up and you just fix it. You just click it in and fix it.
Mm.
And you're doing that on what DAW? What DAW are you doing that on?
On Fruity Loops on FL.
Okay, so I'm looking at it right now. Just pulled it up. What is the popular version of FL that you feel most of the producers are using? So I'm on their website. They have a version at $99. It's called Fruity, and then the other one jumps up. It's double the price, $200, and that's called Producer. You know what I'm talking about? And then they got another one at $300, which is called Signature. And then they have another one at $900, which is everything. You get everything they got. So like what are we hearing? What are people using? Just the $99 one and like running with it?
Look, I'm gonna give you the game. This is what people doing. They getting a demo, and then they like just kind of swapping out the drive and just making it the full version. So usually I see people get either on FL12 or FL20. All the other stuff, that's just probably them trying to make some money. That's Image Line, which is cool. Like, but I don't really see the difference. Like me personally, I like the old FL, the FL10 Producer Edition. It's just the feel of it just feels like it's just good. Like on 20, it's a little bit too much. Like they kind of just changed some unnecessary stuff. Like certain
they're on 20 right now. So what I'm looking at right here, that's 20.
Yeah, they on 20. They 20 up. So I think Image Line, they just started making FL for the Mac like a couple years ago.
Yeah, I know that's new.
So yeah, so I think that's what that pretty much is. But in all reality, like it originally was made for Windows computers. So I feel like it just kind of works a little bit better with Windows. Like
So is that what you use FL with? Is Windows?
Yeah, I just went back to Windows. I was on Mac for probably like the past 2 years. Before that, I started with Windows, but I just went back.
So is the workflow different on the Mac version, or it's pretty similar?
It is similar for me personally. It's just all about the feel for me.
Yeah.
It just feels more comfortable on Windows computer.
Gotcha. So that's your advice. So if someone was looking to start,
say it again.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. So if someone was starting music production and they were like, okay, I want to go with FL. The producer version is the version you recommend?
Yeah, really, it's all the same though. Like I feel like they kind of put that in there, but I mean, I don't really see the difference in the producer version and the regular version. It's just, see, like me, it's all on, once you get FL, it's not about it's about like those plugins and stuff that you get, or those drum kits once you get it.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. All right. So really it's the third party. Is that third party or is that a part of FL too? Those plugins?
No, those third party.
It's third party. So really, to get in, you just need the basic joint just to get in.
Right. Yeah. You just need the basic FL software. Once you got that, then everybody knows how to kind of, or you figure out how to kind of, go ahead and finesse some other software for it.
I was just about to say the key word. It sounds like it's finesse.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what FL has always been based off of. It's finesse since day one.
Yeah, it is. But that's what makes it so, like, that's why I like it so much. Like, I don't
to be honest, if you really want to know, like 100, I don't think I've ever met someone who's actually paid for that software for real.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like it's one of them programs where like they look at you funny if you pay for it, bro. Like
everybody has the cracked FL. Some
form of fashion.
Yeah, I've never met anybody that had. Well, the first time I got it from somebody who actually had the disc. Like when they were selling the disc, I
saw them on the sidewalk. They're like, "Yo, dude, FL, check it out."
Right.
Yo, I ain't go front. About 8 to 10 years ago, one of my main hustles was Craigslist. I got the software. I'm gonna load your computer up. Give me a couple $100. Yeah, you already know. Give me a couple $100. Boom, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was when I first started producing. My first program I used was a PC program. It was called Acid Pro.
Oh yeah, man.
Acid Pro. That sounds. I think I heard of it.
I don't even know if they still make it, bro. Like for real. But I'm gonna have to look it up.
That does go way back, man.
Acid. I went Acid after Acid. Reason. I was a Reason guy.
I heard of Reason.
I hear Reason has like a very specific sound to it. I've heard like a bunch of producers say like they know when something is made in Reason. Like it has a very specific sound.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. And then after Reason, one of my homeboys from Houston, Chill, shout out to Chill out in Houston. He came through with a MacBook. I was on PC this whole time. He came by with a MacBook or iMac or something when he had Logic, and then my mind was just, it was blown. I was a Mac person from then on out.
Oh yeah,
that was the date.
Yeah, that was it. You say what?
No, I said Logic is great. Like Logic, I learned about Logic probably when I went to SAE probably like 2-3 years ago, and they gave us a MacBook, and that's when I first, like, I heard about Logic, but I never tried it. I never had a Mac, number one, but once I got on there, I was like, okay, I see why people want to use Logic.
So that's kind of when you dipped your toes into Logic.
Yeah. Oh, for a minute, I was on Logic probably a little bit more than FL, but then I just like FL so much. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just, I don't know. It just works. Like FL is.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's all that matters really, is like, if you like it, it works for you, you can bust out beats quickly. That's all that matters. Yeah. So
FYI, they still make Acid. They're on Acid Pro 10, starting at about I think Acid Pro 11, either 10 or 11, starting at about $150. It's just random trivia.
Dude, I think I'm gonna switch up from Ableton now.
No, go ahead. I just had to look it up. That was so long ago. I was like, do they even still make it?
Yeah.
But
well,
so you got the MacBook. Huh?
No, I was just gonna jump into like plugins and stuff because he's kind of dipping his toes into that a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So what like third-party plugins do you like using?
Oh, that's a good one because I just like recently just got my computer loaded up by somebody and they loaded. So I got the rolling bundles.
Mm,
I got Contact. I love Contact.
mm.
I have what is it by Native Instruments? I'm trying to think of what it is. Complete
Okay.
Controller.
Yeah. Well, Contact is Native Instruments as well.
Oh, yeah. Contact is. And then I like Nexus, Omnisphere, but I feel like Omnisphere is overhyped though. Like people love Omnisphere, but I'm not gonna lie. Like Omnisphere is it's cool, but it's not always hyped up to be.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it depends on the genre of music you make too, though.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, because they got a lot of like atmospheric type sounds and you know
Yeah.
a
A lot
lot
of
of stuff
pads and
that
stuff.
yeah, a lot of stuff that like in the hip hop, R&B, urban feel. It's like you got to get real creative to kind of use some of them sounds. You know what I'm saying?
Then I like Keyscape by that same company, Spectrasonics.
Hmm.
Mm.
I don't know if
What is
Keyscape
it?
before, but huh?
What is it? Key
It's
stick?
called, yeah, no, it's called Keyscape. So
Keyscape.
it actually goes hand in hand with Omnisphere. If you purchase it, they got like sounds that mix together with it, but it's just a whole bunch of pianos, like a whole bunch of pianos. It's just
Really?
loaded.
How much does that run roughly?
Now I wish I knew the answer
No,
to.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it
Yeah.
right now. It looked dope.
So
Nah,
It looked dope.
it's just
Keyscape
like
is
a
fine.
bunch of pianos, or
Yeah,
Hey, Benny. Let's just say the dude who loaded you up, he hooked you up. That joint is $400.
oh yeah.
nice.
He when he told me the price, like I already knew one plugin was more than everything that he told me. So yeah, he loaded me up with it's some stuff on there. It's just random letters. I don't even know what it is, but it's fire.
So
It's
that's
fire.
the same company that makes Omnisphere, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, all right.
Spectrasonics.
Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, cool, man.
Hey, matter of fact, let's just talk about that. So in the urban community, Zach, you can let us know in the EDM world if y'all do this, but
For sure.
as a producer in the hip hop culture, you gotta have, well, in the hip hop culture, like I just want to make that clear. You gotta have a plug. And the plug is the homie that's gonna load you up with all kind of VSTs, sounds on top of sounds, gigs on gigs on gigs. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta do that for multiple reasons. For one, the stock sounds is only gonna take you so far, I feel. Two, a lot of them sounds that the homie gonna load you up with is gonna bring you current to what a lot of the people what they want. You know what I'm saying? They give you them sounds and sounds that can maybe set you apart so that you can set the wave of the next generation. So how you feel about that, Benny?
No, I definitely agree with that. The one thing I will say is though, I don't sleep on the stock sounds because man, I be finding some stuff in the stock sometimes that's just as good. But definitely I just found a plug who could load my computer up, and he put me on all the kind of the latest software and stuff, especially like with mixing softwares and just just a whole bunch of more realistic sounds. So yeah, that definitely that changed my sound too at the same time. That definitely helped me.
Any studio linked stuff in there?
What does that mean? What you mean by
The
that?
brand. Any like the brand studio linked?
You said the brand? Oh no, I wouldn't. No, I don't think so.
Okay, see, I just put you on. You need to Google it. Studio Link.
Yeah, I'm about to say I never heard of that. Let me put that in my notes right now.
Yeah, that's somewhere some of the magic. And for the Lowski Woski, if you really want to pay for some like legit joints for the Lolo. Yeah.
See, but this so how you just told me that, like the guy I just found, literally I just be hitting him up and he be knowing. I'll be like, I'm like, you got this? He's like, yeah, you know about TeamViewer? Or
Nah.
so basically where he just access your screen, like from wherever
Uh,
he literally just goes in my computer and just give him about like 30 minutes. I look on there. It's that and he put that plug in and a couple more on there. But he does it quick though. I don't know where he's loading the files or anything, but it's on there. Like
It's on there. Yeah. That's crazy. It's so funny because it's the same way for me. Yo, I probably got about like 30 gigs of sounds. I don't even know where they're at. But I know when I go to Logic and I look for it, it's it's right there. So
that's exactly how like when I say I'm just loaded up with stuff. Like I'm literally still finding new plugins like now. And this, he gave me my laptop at the beginning of July.
oh wow.
I haven't even been through a quarter of those plugins. I've only used like 4, and I stay at the rolling bundles.
Shout out to Roland. We just had 808 Day not too long ago.
Yeah, man. So, let's talk.
August 8th, 8/8/808.
Oh, yeah. Put that in the calendar. I didn't even realize what you were talking about.
Yeah. No, it's easy to kind of overlook. Zach, what you got, bro?
Yeah, man. So, let's talk about like your brand. We kind of talked about it a little bit. Who Framed Benny? Where did you come up with the name?
So the name originally started off as Bandman Benny. That was a name that I came up with. Like my name is not even Benny. Like that's the crazy part. My name is Derek. So yeah. So in high school, it was me and a friend. Like we used to go to these parties in like a different county and stuff like that. And, we used to tell people our names was something different. So then my Instagram or social media name was like Bandman Benny because I did music and stuff. It was like One Man Bandman.
Nice.
But then I was like, went through a certain point of time, like, try to rebrand. And I was trying to do these glasses, they kind of look like Cartiers. I was doing these glasses at school for a minute, like making them myself. And I was thinking of a name. Then I thought about the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and yeah, that's where that comes from. And I just put that in there, and it just kind of flowed. Like it stuck. People was like liking it. They're like, oh, that's catchy. Like I like that.
Yeah.
So then I ran with it. It was just like a big thing. Like it incorporated the branding of the glasses and the music, and then I was like, you know what, just have this brand everything. So that's where I got that name from.
So, random question. Are you going to come out with your own pair of glasses?
Oh, yeah. I did that already.
Oh, really? Hell yeah.
Yeah, I did. So I did that a couple years ago. I'm trying to do it again. I got some, I'm looking at them right now, but those aren't the ones. So I got to try to redo it. That's like just the struggles of trying to be an entrepreneur, trying to start your own business.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we know we know it's that uphill battle, but it's worth it at the end of the day. And then the ones you think that's not it though, them glasses that you just looked at and you feel like it ain't quite there, you got to put it out there just to see, because what you like they might not like, and what you don't like might be the hit.
Yeah, but these just quality wise in the material, that's all that is. I just wanted to, I got a certain standard to the quality I want to meet. Like, but I'm gonna get it. Yeah, I see you just gotta spend some more. You got to pay to play for real.
Yeah, that's real. I mean, if we gonna talk about glasses, like no cap, like for real, like I have to wear glasses. Like if I take these off, I'm blind. I'm tripping over stuff.
Running into walls.
yeah, like my eyes are bad. I wore contacts all through middle school, high school, but after I graduated, I just been like glasses, like like since then. And I didn't really care about glasses, but when I got an expensive pair of frames, I cannot go back to anything else just because it is a difference. So I'm glad that you do have a standard and you want to make sure that when you do release those out, it's right where you want it to be. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, and now look, and when I get this going too, you can't ever wear those glasses again. You gotta have a pair of mine. Okay.
No. What? Yo, 100%. Yo, I got you. I got
All
you.
right.
I got you. Yeah.
'Cause-
Same. And vice versa. We're gonna make sure you get
yeah,
some E-Mix shirts and all that. Like 100%. You know what I'm saying?
that's what I
Yeah.
like to hear now.
Yeah. So branding, I want your take on it. I kind of have a feel on how I feel about it a little bit because I think it's more and more important, especially now. But what is your take on the branding on like a lot of these up and coming producers?
The branding. So, I can tell you. I can only really tell you from what I've experienced myself with branding.
Mm-hmm.
So, I noticed with all the producers, it's kind of like the same thing. They just post a beat,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's pretty much it. But one thing I'm learning is just like it's got to be more than that. Like it's got to, well, for me at least, it's just got to be something to kind of catch it. People just want something to look at the end of the day. So one thing with me is whether I got even like just a little cool clip of me doing something, I might just add one of my beats to the clip just to make it look and sound good. Like it just can't be just a beat post or a future type beat, because that's usually what people run to. Such and such type beat, come by this. So it's like what I try to do. I try to just I got a lot of clips of me being in little certain videos, and I don't know how to do any videography or editing and stuff like that. But I might just take the little clip and put it in iMovie and just add like a little special effect, like a little reverse effect to it or something, and then just throw the beat on there, just so it kind of look cooler or something. Something that's just appealing, like something that just looks. It may look official. So that's been, I will say that's been critical for me, because things like that have been helping me sell my beats more. Like just the fact that it looked like I got something going on, like people just buy straight into it.
So where is it that you sell your beats?
Man, I don't have a BeatStars. I created a BeatStars, but I literally, so this has really been my technique, and it's been working for me. I literally just post on Instagram, and people would DM me, be like, oh, how, what you want for that? Or, they'll go through my page and see the beats, and I just literally send my cash up through Instagram, and somehow they'll do it. They'll cash up me, and I just send them the beat.
Wow.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it, because you know what I'm saying? That's like, for one, you eliminating the middleman, which would have been BeatStars, right? Because they're going to take a cut. And
Yeah,
and it's so funny because artists can be doing the same thing, but they don't. Like if you have a song and you're putting it out there and people are interested in your song, literally somebody can cash app you for a download of their song. But instead, I'm sending you to Apple Music, I'm sending you to Spotify, I'm sending you to all these other places for you to get my song that I'm not gonna get a dime from.
Yeah.
Right. And man, I'm telling you, it's something that is simple. You just, I don't know, I just make it more I just make it more personal. Another thing too that I do, I just try to make it more exclusive. I think that's why I never like putting things on BeatStars. I notice people like it when it kind of feel like it's more exclusive for them. Like it's like, maybe not everybody gets access to this. Like, it seems a little, I don't know. Like, I don't know what type of mind games it plays with them, but it works.
No, it's real. They don't want to feel like, as an artist, I know I wouldn't want to feel like I got a beat that 50 other people got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And 50 is probably on the low side. You know what I mean? Like, you might be rapping. Yeah, all right. 50 might be on the low. Like, literally, you might be rapping over a beat that a couple hundred other artists got. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like, for one, if you know that, you really won't probably take the song serious for real. You know what I'm saying? And if you do want to put it out, I don't even know what kind of future issues that will bring if you really want to put it out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I definitely hold on one second. Let me plug this computer in.
Yeah. That's crazy because so many people lease beats from like BeatStars, and then it gives them the right to use it. But I don't know, like if they want to really put money behind that beat and market it,
Right.
like I don't know what kind of issues that will bring in the future.
Man,
Yo,
that's why, like you said, I cut the middleman right out.
what happened with Old Town Road? Was that bought off BeatStars? Or is like
I,
it was bought off like something, I think. Like
I think he
BeatStars.
got that off YouTube. I think
YouTube.
yeah, I think I want to say he got it off YouTube because I know the guy who made the beat is like a big time YouTube producer, I think, and he signed to Cash Money AP, who is a huge YouTube producer.
Mm.
Yeah. Either way, however it happened, that was
That one was
a
running
win-win.
strong for a minute, dude.
Man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, if they ain't trick off their money, they should be set for quite a while. You know what
He
I'm
went
saying?
diamond. He went diamond, right?
something crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He should be good unless you just trick it off somewhere. Yeah, but all right. So going back to Instagram, you posted, put a little bit of pizzazz to it, to the image. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To the visual, and then people hit you up, they like it. Now, do you cap it, or if 1,000 people are interested in this beat, you go sell it to 1,000 people, or do you like how do you do that?
Okay, so that's interesting that you just asked me that. So I just figured this out. My friend actually just put me onto this. I got 2 categories for beats. I got beats that I lease to people, and I got beats that I sit on and hold because I want to, and I really like them, and I want to hold them for the right placement. So the ones that I got in this folder of that, hey, I'm gonna sell these. I got certain ones that I'll lease it. Like if people want to lease it, then I'll just let them run it up. Like, sure, y'all want to lease it. Now, if they want the exclusive, then we could handle that the right way. But other than that, if they want the lease, I just let that one beat just run it up.
So do you post the exclusives onto your Instagram as well, or do you just hold on to them until you find an artist that would fit it?
So I think I'll post it just to kind of get people's attention so they can hear it. Cause like some of them, like the exclusive ones are clearly gonna be the ones I like, more than that. Yeah. And then I can't hold on to it. So I'm like, man, somebody they gotta hear this one. So I'll post it, kind of like try to get some attention. And then it goes back to like making it feel exclusive too. Like when people ask about it, I'd be like, nah, like I really don't want to do. And then that comes too, like, unless they're really talking about some serious money, then I really don't want to do nothing with it. But then now that'll spark the interest in to try to get some other beats. So, I mean, it still like works. Like it just kind of feeds into them checking out what I really like, my inventory, seeing what I really got.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Do you care about who buys your beats? Do you screen anybody's IG page?
Man, yeah, so at first when I started off, of course, like when I first started, I just wanted anybody to rap on my beat. But then you realize like that's a reflection of your art too. Like, if somebody's trash on your thing, the first thing they're gonna hear is, oh, this person was trash, and they just gonna remember, that you produced it too. So they were like, this song was trash. Like I wouldn't, and on top of that, I'm trying to promote quality. Like, a lot of times I like to have a relationship with artists. So some of these artists that's buying the beats, I might have a real relationship with them. Other than that, if it's somebody, who it's got to be to a certain extent. It can't be too bad. Like, if it's just completely bad, I can't do it. Because like I said, it's going to be a reflection of my work too.
Right. That's real. What's the ratio? How many women versus like guys and girls? Like what is that looking like?
For what?
for people to purchase like beats, the people to
Oh,
reach out to?
it's usually I've definitely had a couple girls hit me for beats. It's mostly guys though.
Okay.
I've had girls hit me for their husbands who wanted to rap and stuff like that. But more than likely, it's usually guys.
Why
But it's
why they do that? So you can actually reply back?
nah. So really, I kid you not. Somebody hit me. They told me they were like, my husband, he's trying to be a rapper. I think you could really help him develop his sound. Like you got a dope sound. I think you could be further. Like, they really, there'd really be some women supporting their man. So
Right.
like,
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
yeah, but
So-
yeah, it's mainly usually guys though.
So how many beats are you making roughly, let's say, a month?
I've upped it now. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm to the point where I can easily probably knock out like 10 in a day. So, but I'm not doing. Yeah.
What?
Time out.
Bro.
Yeah, we gotta rewind that
It's
real
crazy.
quick.
Can you say
It's
that one more
crazy.
time? I thought I heard you say 10 a day.
I can do 10 in a day. I'm not
Holy
saying
shit.
like 10 every single day, but definitely like I can definitely knock out 10 in a day.
Yeah,
Like, you
I
gotta-
just got excited about putting out a song a day. 10 a day, bro. That's insane.
Yeah.
Are we talking 10 ideas?
No, I'm talking about like 10 like legit exported beats. Like
Oh my God. That's awesome.
it starts off as 10 ideas. Like I do them just to have the concept, and then I literally come right back. I take my little break, and then I come back to them and I arrange them and export them. And then because I gotta post them. Like I be trying to post them to make this set. Like I just now started really getting paid off the internet still. So that's how, just off me posting them. So it's like I got, like, now that I know that I can make money by posting them, I'm like I gotta keep posting them.
So all right, let me just rewind a little bit. You're starting off. This is your first couple of beats that you posted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just get back into that time. I don't know quite how long ago that was. I know you're following. You got a couple of thousand followers, right?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is.
Yeah.
How many followers did you have when you was posting your first beat?
Man, like 400 or something.
400. All right, cool. So is it that growth? Because now you got way more than that now, right? Was that growth with you consistently posting, or do you think it was the beat itself, like, oh, homie hot, or do you think it was like the sheer volume of it? Like what do you think was like contributing to that growth?
So exactly what contributed to the growth was the branding, just the image of the social media. How I brand, literally my social media went from like plain, regular Instagram pictures and stuff like that. And I kind of started getting more active, on the scenery and stuff. And I just kind of like rebranded myself. And that's really what took it to that level. So the branding really played a part in everything more than
more than actual music itself.
Man, listen, but what's crazy is listen to the music we got going on right now.
Right.
And it's, like we can agree that, the music back then definitely was a little bit better than now. So.
Yeah. No. Right now, where the music is right now, we're not at some pivotal point.
Right. So it's just it's the image of these rappers and stuff like that. Like you go out to the mall and stuff, everybody looks like an Instagram rapper now. Like it's crazy. People wearing bubble chains and everything. But that's when I realized, I'm like, this internet thing is crazy. People just want to see something. So it's just the branding of it. Like I learned, I got around some people that taught me how to brand though. And once I kind of figured that out, then that's when everything, like I learned, I was like, okay, like as long as, I'm definitely working on my craft because I'm serious about the music, but I just realized, I'm like, okay, the branding, it helps me. And then on top of that, once I got the dope product, then it's like everything else just kind of fell into place.
So
it's like you got branding and the dope product.
So what did you do to kind of push yourself forward in branding, and what was your idea starting out, and how has that evolved to where you got to now?
So starting out, I never really thought about it. I got around some people who just kind of taught me. So it really is. I held myself to a standard, like with my post and stuff like that. I just said, look, it can't go on the page unless it's to that standard, and it made it. I don't want to say fake it till you make it, but I guess it is kind of a fake it till you make it. Yeah. But it worked though. It's like, I don't know, like the whole time I was just doing it, I really was working on the craft. So it just kind of, it like went hand in hand. It was like, okay, like these, like pictures, like something as simple, pictures really helped me out. It was just something as simple as that. And then it was like having a dope product with that. It just, it helped.
Cool. So now you're kind of moving from pictures over toward like snippets of videos, or do you still mix it up a little bit and add pictures as well?
So I mix it up. I might do a picture, and I definitely do the snippets because that, like, the following has got to the point where I got enough people that look for the music now. But then I'll mix it up. I just do that, and then I do the picture, and then I do the snippet with the picture on top of it, with the cool looking picture together. Like where it won't be a Future type beat in the picture of Future. It won't say anything type beat, but it just be like a little cool edited video by a videographer or something with my beat just playing. And it just gives everything like a feel, like, you know, the whole page kind of goes together because everything kind of looks, it just all looks to that certain standard.
Nice.
It looks to a certain quality.
So do you like go out and film like a bunch of content and then just pull from those, or is it content that you're in, or is it just something interesting that you purchase?
So the content that I've posted has been like old, like maybe a studio vlog that I may have been in a couple years ago, and then I just upload the whole thing. It's already edited by somebody else. I'll just take the whole thing and just take like a little clip, maybe like a 10-second clip from it, and then literally just throw it in iMovie and put my own little effect to it and have a beat play with it. And I'm still learning this stuff too, though. But it's crazy though. I'm learning it works at the same time. Like each time I've tried it, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's branding is, I think that one of the key takeaways that I think a lot of producers need to hear from this is branding is and can be more important than the actual beats itself. Because I think a lot of producers, I think they are reluctant, or they get scared, or they just get timid, or they just never post their stuff. They never really put themselves out there because they scared of somebody like, oh no, that's trash. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So you know, to get over that first initial fear, you know what I mean? Like branding can help not hide the fact that the beat might not be that good, but at least entice people to even stop when they scroll, something to get them to stop. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The way I figured that out, I looked at what I was doing, what type of stuff was making me stop to look at somebody's page and stuff like that. And that's just what it was. It was just like, man, like something about this person looks cool for me to want to keep looking into their page or see what they got going on.
Nice.
And it's almost like you giving yourself the shot. Like, you know, you making yourself just look appealing for somebody to come look at you.
Yeah, man. That's definitely something we've learned as well, is like, look at what's already working and apply it to yourself and rebrand it that in a way that works for you, but like still use the same concepts that are going on with the posts that other people are posting.
You're right. Definitely.
Yeah, man. All right. So, hey, guys, girls, if you do anything, brand it and cut the middleman.
Definitely.
Big
brand
takeaways.
it and cut the middleman. All right. So I'm just gonna fire some questions out at you real quick.
Okay.
All right. Cool. What DAW do you use has a tighter grid, in your opinion?
It's a tighter grid?
Yeah.
FL. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, FL.
Okay. All right.
It's yo, man.
Okay. Hey, whatever works. So FL, what is your go-to BPM range?
150. I'm on this little baby wave right now, so it's like
Yeah.
150 to 170, like kind of fast a little bit, but I could switch it up. But the go-to is probably 150.
Nice.
About 150.
Me
Okay.
too, man. 150 is great.
Yeah,
You can do a lot with 150,
you can.
just rhythmically.
Well, give me a rapper right now. If you can get them to rap on one of your beats, who would it be?
Man, Lil Baby. Either Lil Baby from this kind of, trap music generation. And man, I like Currency.
Oh, nice.
I like Currency. But
Nice. Shout out to Currency.
who I like if they were alive, who I would get them on the beat right now. I don't know why his voice is just so smooth, but Nate Dogg. I swear
Nate.
I swear I get Nate Dogg on the beat.
Yeah. To me, well, super RIP, but why am I drawing a blank? We definitely do have a current day Nate Dogg, bro, and I'm literally drawing a blank.
Who you think?
It will definitely come to me. Oh, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank right now. Huh?
Is it somebody from Cali?
Oh, he's super rep Cali. I don't know if he's from Cali. He got long hair, bro. Like, oh, why am I drawing a blank? It'll come to me. But
Nate Dogg is like, his voice is just like, I don't know, his voice is so crazy.
oh yeah, Nate Dogg, OG, 100%. Yeah, and I think some of your beats would definitely work for Nate Dogg, for sure. So I agree with you on that. And Currency, Spitta, yeah, that's dope. And then Lil Baby just hot right now. And Lil Baby just hot right now. He got a couple of singles out on the radio, getting spins. But I'm respecting him a lot more right now because he actually got something to say. He actually he really rising up to the occasion with everything that's going on right now.
Mm.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Definitely.
And that's one thing that I have an issue with sometimes, because all these artists, they just have such a big platform and they just, to me, they don't utilize it the way they should.
Yeah.
I just had this conversation yesterday morning, and I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. So, I mean, Lil Baby, his music just a year ago, he wouldn't be talking about what he's talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that whole squad over there, bro. Shout out to that whole squad. Zach, I want Zach to ask this question. On your production, do you start with melodies or percussion?
I definitely start with melodies. I'm on man. So I either start with a string or a piano.
Zach, I see Zach. No, we got a super inside joke. We got a super inside joke about how people start their beats, but I'm gonna let it rest on this episode. But all right, go ahead. Melodies are I'm gonna let it rest on this episode. But percussion or melodies? What do you start with?
Probably my melodies. I like the sample too. So I always start with if I'm not playing my own melody, then I'm sampling, which that instantly gives me like a little drum pattern and percussion to go with that. So, but I'm pretty much melody first.
So you start with strings and the piano. What type of other instruments do you use?
If it's not a string or piano, I'm probably gonna use like some little spacey type sound from Electra. But I be doing some crazy stuff like with my melodies. So if I'm using like things like that, I take that, throw it in the mixer, put gross beats, half times, a whole bunch of throw it in reverse. I really be like doing some crazy stuff in my life.
What did you use on Pat Riley that's it's like a sample in there, right?
Yeah, so that was literally just a sample. It's from a dude. He literally just plays like guitar on YouTube. A dude named Shallow Dynasty just took the vocal from one of his YouTube videos and added some like put a little filter on the voice, then kind of like played with the filter to make it come in, make it come out, and just threw the drums.
Did you pitch it up?
Yeah, I pitched up a little bit.
And you screwed it too. Like I hear like
that's a filter that I have on there.
Okay. How long did it take you to make that beat?
Bro, it didn't take me long to get out. It's right. I was rushing.
He's like 30 seconds.
It probably took me like 30 minutes though. 30.
Wow.
It took me 30 minutes, but I did come back and I had to like keep like export, like redoing it because I couldn't.
Yeah, I think we talked about that. Yeah.
You helped me with that. Matter of fact, I had the bass up a little too loud and stuff, and I couldn't get it. I couldn't figure it out on my computer, but I figured it out now. I figured out how to fix that now.
Okay. Give me one of your top producers right now, currently.
Who do I like currently? Man, I can't give you nobody current, but I'll tell you one of my favorites is Just Blaze.
Okay.
I like
Dope.
Just Blaze. Cardo's pretty good. Cardo, he did God's Plan.
Oh, nice.
Man, that was a major hit. That was a win-win right there.
Yeah, he did a lot of Wiz stuff too, like a lot of early Wiz. He does Currency and them. It's somebody Section 8. That's the dude's name. You heard of Section 8?
No, I like that name though.
But that's the dude who did the baby stuff, the new baby songs and all that.
Okay. I met Just Blaze. I met A3C last year.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, he was being sponsored. He was in whose booth was that? Dude, I'm like forgetting everybody. There's so many different brands and stuff. But there was a couple brands that he was like brand ambassadoring, like doing some advertisements and stuff for. So I met him, talked to him. Really cool guy.
You done met a legend. That's the GOAT right there.
I got a picture with him, bro. I was like, I'm at A3C, like, yo.
No big deal.
Yeah, legend for real. I mean, his catalog is like, ain't too many producers can compete with his catalog. So
yeah, he definitely he's got some hits. Jay-Z, Dipset, it's endless. He's got endless hits. He was
over at the Serato booth, so he was with the Serato team. So he was doing live. He was making the beat live using Serato and all that kind of stuff. So it was dope. Yeah, and it was crazy because he was making the beat live, and like it was for real. Like you can tell it's Just Blaze. Like the way he was chopping stuff up, I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And, like it just comes organic. Like his type, the way he chops up samples is just his style. Yeah.
I sit at the crib and watch the videos of him do it. It's crazy. Like that's really like why I started sampling. Like I used to just hear, like I listen to a lot of Dipset and Jay-Z, Cameron, stuff like that, and I was like, man, I gotta start sampling like that. Just Blaze sample. I mean, was something he originally sampled. That's what got me. That's the first time I ever sampled anything. From there, I was like, okay, I gotta get like that.
What do you say?
He be real nice with it. Like he be chopping it up and stuff. I'm like more of I can get the sample to loop just real good.
And then you good.
I know what part of the song to loop for real.
All right. No. Yeah. He'll take a song that we wouldn't even think about looping.
Right.
Like he'll take that part, chop it up, do some, you know what I'm saying, some ninja stuff, and then now we got Jay-Z's next single or something. You know what I'm saying? Right.
He be on the machines with on the pads too. So
yeah. So it's pretty crazy. Zach, what you got?
So would you say like artists are your biggest inspiration, or do you take other inspirations from outside of your life? And if so, what are those inspirations?
I think so. I think art is really, man, really just. I listen to a variety of music, so that's what really I get inspired. I get inspired by that. I
Mm,
grew up. My parents listened to so much, like different wide varieties of music. Like we'll have some hardcore like gangster rap, and then have like some Phil Collins and some real like
yeah.
70s music or 80s music. So I get that's matter of fact, I got a crate in the basement. It's just filled with CDs. I really get inspired by that. Like, and really, I just listen to it. Like it helps my mood and everything. And I don't know. That's where I really catch my inspiration from. I just like listening to different things is what I get inspired by.
I feel that too, man. Because when you listen to different music, you're able to pick different parts out. Like maybe here's a melody you could use, or just like a snippet of a melody in your song and expand on that. But yeah,
Yeah.
I totally agree, and it also helps make your music more original because you're able to take different parts from a bunch of different genres to create your like super genre within yourself.
Right. Definitely. Definitely. I take a little bit of inspiration from outside things too. Like just if whatever going on in life at the moment, if I'm mad about something, I might take that and make some real evil trap beat or something.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Or if I'm feeling like I don't know, like lovely or something, I might take like a nice little sample that's about some love song or something and something, just it's really all a feeling for me. Like, like that's what music is for me. Like it's just whatever I'm feeling at the moment.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, so since music is more about the feeling, let's say at one point you're feeling, like angry or something and you want to make that hard trap beat. What happens when you want to go back to that beat and you aren't feeling that way? How do you get in that mindset to continue that song?
I'll probably listen to other music that kind of gives me a similar vibe and
Mm,
then try to get it from there.
cool. I dig it.
Mm.
What were you gonna say, DC?
No, my question, I was just thinking about 10 beats a day. That's like crazy to me. I'll be lucky to complete one. I don't know why it takes me so long. It just does. Maybe I'm just just critical. But that leads me to this question. What do you do with writer's block? Or do you not ever have writer's block? Because you can't have writer's block knocking out 10 beats a day.
I definitely trust me. I definitely get blocked sometimes, and that's like the worst because it just seems like you can't do nothing. But man, that that is the thing that it's like I could keep trying to make a beat when I'm having block like that, but I try to do something different because it's like I just don't want. Like I don't know, I try to put my energy towards something else, and then try to wait till it comes back because it's no point in me trying to force it. Like me trying to force it kind of never comes out the way I want it to. And then sometimes, like once I take a break and come back, then like it just that's when like I'll be making some of that stuff. But yeah, I definitely get writer's block. I hate that too. But yeah, I just try to catch. Like, I just try to go. I might play 2K or something, just try to catch a vibe, or even like I said, listen to real different, like a totally different genre that I may have never listened to before. Like I might start listening to just different reggae or something, different
Yeah.
sounds and stuff like that. And
What's
that always helps me just come up with something different.
what's a
Hmm.
genre of music that you listen to that is the furthest away from what you make?
Um, I don't know what kind of genre this is. I don't know if it's considered pop, but whatever Billie Eilish makes, I'll be listening to Billie Eilish.
Yeah, they have some hits, man.
Eilish is hard.
Some, sorry, I didn't mean some. Sorry, they have hits, all hits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
no, that
I listen to everything pretty much. Though. I listen to rock and I listen to Journey, Carpenter. I listen to 70s music, 80s
you
music.
say the Carpenters?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Hell yeah.
I listen to man. I go through my old Guitar Hero games, find songs from there.
Yes.
Phil
All right.
Collins.
So this is totally a random question. What's the highest level of Guitar Hero have you gotten to?
Man, I beat it on beginner. No, not
Same.
what's the middle called? Not is it intermediate? Something like that. Intermediate or something. But that's about it.
Dude, I don't think I ever even got to that.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I was cold at Guitar Hero at one point.
Dude, you knew, like, if you had friends come over, you knew which ones actually played guitar. They're like, yeah, expert, here we go. Just like up and down that thing.
We used to gamble on Guitar Hero. Seriously.
Who won?
Me, come on. It was my game. I don't lose games. Not in my own house, I can't lose games.
Yeah, you say you the home team, huh?
I'm never losing a game in my house. 2K, Guitar Hero, anything.
What's your excitement on the new consoles that are coming out?
Man, so it's crazy. I have not had a system since the 360, which is when I had my
dude. Yeah.
when I had my Guitar Hero. So, but I see this new. They talking about this new Xbox is supposed to be better.
Yeah.
Than yeah. So at first I was a little excited about the PS5 coming out, but now I might have to wait on Microsoft because apparently it's supposed to be better than the new game, than the new PS5 at least. So,
I mean, they should. They waited to see what Sony was gonna do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but
they cheated, but it's all good.
Hey, it better be a hit. I don't know how too much other stuff hardware wise Microsoft has to lean on. So they better make it a hit. So yeah, but
360 was that was it. Like you can't get me off the controllers for that.
Hey, Zach, ask him the eMix exclusive question.
All right, man. So tell us one thing that the people that follow you have no idea about. What's a secret that no one knows about you?
It can be personal or it can be music related.
We prefer personal.
Personal? I used to be real fat.
For real?
Yeah. Like it was like baby fat. It's pretty
bad. So did you recently shed the weight or like we was talking about years and years ago?
Nah, so this was like I kind of considered this new weight like my glow. It's probably my 10-year anniversary for it, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So
all right.
My like my 10th grade year in high school. I left one summer, came back, and I was just a whole new guy. Like I'm talking about, I was really like short. I'm talking about fat. Like I really had baby. Like they used to call me triple neck on the bus. So
for real?
Yeah, because I had like 3 neck liners, like my neck rows and stuff. So I came back and that was like my glow up. So I usually try to erase that half of my life because it's like once I went through that stage, people just kind of forgot about it. I was like, oh, you kind of, like you cool now. But I really used to be a short, like fat, kind of dweeb type.
Did you start like doing workouts or like cardio or lifting?
I really think it was just getting older, like, just kind of like losing baby fat. But I mean, that was probably like the best transition for me ever.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Confidence and everything, right?
Everything came like it was a whole new life.
Love it, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yo, that's a good one. That's actually one of the better answers we've gotten for that question.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. We've gotten some crazy answers, but
I try to erase that part of my life. that was like different. Like my voice was high pitched, everything. Like hit puberty.
But what do you mean? But what do you mean short? How tall are you?
Man, I'm probably 4'7". I mean, not 4'7", 5'7".
I was like, oh shit, that is short, dude.
I probably was like 5'3".
Really?
How tall are you now?
5'7".
Okay, all right. So I'm the shortest guy on the podcast. Okay,
That's all
cool.
good.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I think so. I'm like 5'5", 5'6".
All right, this a first for me. Like this
Is
is
it?
this my
Right?
I'm ever being taller than anybody.
Yeah. Well, hey,
So
I feel the same way.
I just want to jump into another question real quick. This is an interesting question. What's one thing about the music industry that you don't really like and you wish you could change in your music journey?
Definitely how probably the most typical answer, like the fake, how genuine people are in it. One thing I don't like about the music industry is that it's not really about the art of music too much. It's about how, like the fact that I said that, you got to brand yourself and stuff. And it's like, that is cool, but it's like, why not really pay attention to the art of music? Because it's really some people out here that really like, take this serious. Like, I consider myself to take this serious and really love music, but it's not, I feel like it's not really about that. It's more about like a popular thing, like who's popular, like, or, like you get situations all the time where people don't really care to support you until they kind of see other people supporting you or see you doing something cool. Like it takes something cool for them to support you, but it's like, somebody might have been having dope music this whole time, but it just took you to see them with a Young Thug or somebody just to say, hey, let me give them a shot. So probably just how genuine like people are when it comes to the industry.
Take out the clout type of thing.
Yeah, take out the clout and really replace it with like the true art of it.
I dig that, man. Yeah.
Do you ever think the industry? Well, I know the industry won't ever go to like really it being about the music. But what do you see the industry being in the next like 5 to 10 years?
So I honestly, I could see it laughing back to real music in a way. Well, in my opinion, I don't want to offend anybody, but I just don't feel like the music industry today is just like real rap or anything. Like I haven't even seen anybody come in with a notebook and written rhymes and stuff ever. And I miss stuff like that because it just kind of shows that you really have a passion or like you really care about your craft. Like you kind of taking your time with it. Mm-hmm. But I could see more art. Like I think that there's a couple artists, now who like you got your J. Cole's and stuff, but for some reason they just don't get that same attention. So I can't really say where I could see it going with this internet. It ain't really no telling. Just because I feel like the internet kind of made it the way it is right now. But it's no telling, man. But you still got your true artists out there who make dope music and make real music still. But I don't know if it'll ever get back to that. Might probably go into fashion and stuff. Who knows? Folks might be wearing skirts, bras, and who knows? I don't know what they're doing.
Oh man, what about COVID? How has that affected your producing business? Has it like made it skyrocket, or has it kind of made it like what has COVID done?
I've been making sales during COVID. I don't know if it's because people just using their stimulus checks crazy or what, but COVID like kind of set me down for real, and just especially at the beginning, man. I was like that first when they gave us the curfew and all that, man, I was in the crib just making beats like all the time. I still got tired of it, to be honest, because I was just doing it so much. But it's got me to the point to where I'm like I said, I really dive into the art of it. So I really kind of taught myself how to play the keys a little bit. I don't know what I'm playing, but it sounds good. So, and I got a guitar, so that's my next step. So I'm like really focused into the art of actually. I'm like, if I'm gonna do music, why not learn certain things that come with, like, really learn music.
So that's good. So basically, like, use your time wisely. You know what I'm saying? And you feel like with COVID, stimulus or no stimulus, people are making more music now, maybe, so they need more beats.
Man, people definitely got to be making more music because I went to Guitar Center and they were sold out of equipment for like the longest of COVID. So people definitely,
Really?
yeah, people definitely making more music. I don't know if it's just because they got more time, but yeah, I definitely feel like people making more music.
So, how do you think that will affect the music industry once we get out of this?
I feel like it was, to be real, I think that it was already affected before this because so one thing I noticed is that people have already been making more music, but I've noticed that like songs don't really last as long as they used to. Like
Mm.
remember we used to have hits and they would last for like a little minute.
Yeah.
Now you get Gunna somebody album and you about to get another Gunna album next month. So it's just like
Yeah.
it's
The attention spans is ridiculous, and I think the saturation has a part to do with that too.
yeah, definitely.
You know what I
Definitely.
mean? Yeah, it's and the sheer consistency of new music. Like you got new music that comes out every Friday. So that artist has a strong 7 days of like you own these 7 days. But then when that next Friday come out and something new is out, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Kind of get
You
pushed
almost
under.
forgotten about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And the only way to keep you up there, even if your project has released a couple months ago, a couple weeks ago, whatever, is if you're on a bunch of different playlists on like on Spotify or Apple Music, Tidal. You got to be on those playlists,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to get some radio spins. You know what I'm saying? If you got radio spins, that helps too. But I don't know. Playlists, I feel like keeps a lot of songs alive a lot longer than if it was just a release and then that was it.
I think those playlists are like the new radio spins for real. Like getting in those popular ones on Apple Music or Spotify.
Yeah.
That's that's pretty much like the new radio.
100%. 100%. What streaming service do you use?
Apple Music.
Yeah. So you already know when you go to those R&B nows, those rap nows, or whatever it is, whatever it's called. Yeah. Like that's it.
Yeah, that's where I go to get my to figure out who to listen to too. So
yeah, if you're on Spotify, was it like Rap Caviar, whatever it may be, but yeah man, it's crazy. Zach, what else you got?
I think we got just like one more question for you, man. If someone's looking to get into the music industry, whether it be a producer, an artist, or someone who just wants to work for, a company like Output or something like that, what would you suggest, or like what's one piece of advice that you would give them when they first stepped in?
If they want to work for one of the companies?
No, like if someone wants to get into the music industry, what's one piece of advice that you'd give them? Yeah.
So
that you've like learned over your experience.
So for me, it all depends on what they want to do, because I feel like you got two types of people. You got people who want to get in this industry to really make music. You got people who want to get in this industry to be famous, to be seen and stuff like that. So what I've kind of learned, definitely, of course, your networking, but having, your product, like, keep up with you, like, have your having your product in a way kind of network when you're not even there. And what I mean by that is just kind of keeping your name in the room, even like when you're not in the room. Like that's what I've learned now. I got a friend who I learned that from, and that's, like anywhere we go, like you might hear it, even if he's not there, you might hear somebody play his beat, but it's just because of the name, the face card that he's kind of established for himself. Having good business, holding himself to a standard, keeping his page looking a certain way. But it's just like, people kind of keep that name running, like they moving along. So I guess it's almost like your face card, like, keeping your face card good. So when you networking, it's like how you know Chick-fil-A got great customer service, like just keeping that standard to your brand or to your business.
Okay, I like
Love
that.
So keep high standards within yourself in order to keep your name running, even when you're
really kind of like really treating yourself like a business. Like, you know, with your business, you want to give people the best service. So I think that kind of carries your name further, just because, like, you know, everybody likes good business and everybody wants to be treated, you know that you're getting the best service.
Yeah, that's one of the definitions of a brand. One of the definitions is what people think of you or say about you when you're not in the room.
Right, definitely.
Yeah. So,
and that's something I had to learn quick too.
Right. You don't want to tarnish brand. You don't want to tarnish anything.
Right.
All right. What's the name of this beat that you gonna leave us with?
The name that the beat I'm gonna leave y'all with is called Stephen King.
Hell yeah.
I name my beats after people or anything like famous actors, anybody. Like, if I think you like a legend, I name my beat after you.
I dig it.
All right.
So before we play that, I actually have two questions now. I had one, but now I have two. Do the names that you give your beats kind of match the name? So, like, does the beat match the name? So does Stephen King beat kind of have like a darker feel to it?
So it started off like that. When I first started doing it, somebody gave me the idea. It was like me and my little group of people that we be with. It was just like, man, name the beat after like famous actors. Like, whenever we come up with a beat, name it after famous actor, whatever kind of vibe is giving. But the Stephen King beat does not sound like a Stephen King song. So the reason I named it Stephen King is because I sampled Stephen Marley, who is, I think that's Bob Marley's son or something like that. But I couldn't name it Stephen Marley because I just didn't want people to know who I sampled. But they know now, so I named it
out. I dig it. And last question from me. What is your social? And leave it here so people can give you a follow.
My social media on everything, on Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, everything is at Who Framed Benny.
Awesome.
Who WHO Framed FRAMED, and then Benny BENNY.
Awesome, man. Sweet.
Yeah. So, man, appreciate you coming through this thing, through the eMix podcast. We'll have to have you on here again in the future. But hey, man. Yeah. I appreciate you being down with the squad. You've been down with the squad for a hot little minute now. But hey, we in this thing. We got the brand new Stephen King joint that y'all need to download right now, produced by Who Framed Benny, right? So yes, I need y'all to get on y'all phone, y'all computer, y'all laptop. I need y'all to hit that button and go ahead and spit them 8, 12, 16 bar joints with the hooks, with the intros and the outros, with your ad libs. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need all that. You know what I'm saying? So get on that right now. Who Framed Benny? Appreciate you coming through. Zacadia, what you got? You ain't got nothing?
That's all I got, dude. Thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it a lot, dude.
Appreciate you guys, man. This was fun. Hey, I like this. I appreciate this.
Hell yeah, dude. Have a good one, man.
All right, so
Peace.